Hey, what's up guys? It is Griox here bringing you an Enhancement Shaman DPS guide for patch 6.0.3 and I'm not really going to go over the talent tree a whole lot here. I'm just going to cover the difference between rushing streams and ancestral guidance because a lot of people have been asking me about that, and the reason why I switched to rushing streams is because ancestral guidance was recently changed to direct damage only and not AoE damage. So if you can't use Ancestral Guidance when you're using your cooldowns, it's not really going to do a whole lot of healing. And if you can use your healing totem on cooldown, then Rushing Streams will heal a lot more overall. I'll go over the glyphs that I'm using real quick. Right now I'm mostly glyph for survival. My Flame Shock will heal me for 45% of the damage dealt, and my Feral Spirits will heal me for an additional 40%. Um, so when I use my Feral Spirits, all in all, I can get anywhere from 200 to 300,000 healing on myself. It just depends how much damage I'm taking in. And then Glyph of Frost Shock is pretty nice. It's a slight damage boost, but it's not a whole lot. So if you prefer to go a little more survival and pick up the Lightning Shield Glyph to reduce damage taken by 10%, then you are more than welcome to do that. I'll cover the glyph, or the macro that I'm going to use for the single target damage. Basically, I just have Elemental Mastery and my Trinket linked with my Feral Spirit. So that's the only macro that I use. I'll go over the stat attributes that you should be stacking. And there's pretty much just two primary stats. You always want Mastery and you always want Multi-Strike. Now the difference between these two stats is that Mastery will increase your AoE a little bit more than it will your single target, whereas Multi-Strike will increase your single target over your AoE. So that's the only place those two differ. And I'll go over the cooldown rotation here. So because I have all my buffs, my self buffs linked with my Feral Spirit, I'm going to use my Feral Spirit followed by Fire Elemental, Liquid Magma, Hero, and Ascendance, and that's pretty much how I'm going to open up with my cooldowns. Normally if I'm in a boss fight or whatever, I'll wait on the Feral Spirits another minute, just so that when I use it the second time, I'll tie it with my Earth Elemental and another Ascendance. Other than that, the priority to sustain damage, you're going to keep up your Lightning Bolt, and then you're going to want to use Lava Lash on cooldown, then Storm Strike, and then Unleash Elements. Now you want to keep Flame Shock on your target at all times. It is really important. So I'll just kind of go into this here and show you guys the damage. So I'm going to start this a little different. Alright, I always like to hit the target a few times, just because it'll help my trinket, it'll give my trinket a few seconds to proc, so I'll get that extra agility for my pet. Now I am getting a lot more Lava Lash procs here than normal, just because there's 3 targets, and my Flame Shock has the chance to reset the cooldown. So if you're hitting one target, you won't get that many Lava Shock procs. And the good thing about Haste on a Shaman is that it will actually reduce the cooldown of your Wind Shock when you're in Ascendance. So that's why it's nice to keep Elemental Mastery as one of your talents. And you can always use the Magma Totem 2 times before your Fire Elemental is away, but if there's not 10 seconds left on your Fire Elemental Totem, then you want to make sure that you hold off. So I'm not going to DPS a whole lot of time here. I'll just kind of wait another... I'll go for another minute and 45 seconds. And then I'll stop it. So the priorities I've been keeping pretty much the same. If you are hitting multiple targets, you'll want to use Chain Lightning instead of Lightning Bolt, or if you have to go a little bit into survivability to help the healers, then you'll want to start either doing Brain of Heal or Healing Surge. So in 11 seconds I'll do my Earth Elemental. I didn't pop my Earth Elemental right away because, like I said, I want to try and get as many self buffs on me before I summon him. And there's the wolves, so after... Yeah. Now if you are raiding, it'll be nice if you don't have to use Hero at the start for your Fire Elemental, because then, now that I have all my pets out now, you could just use Hero for your pets, and that'll help boost DPS a little bit. It's not a whole big difference, but it is pretty convenient when the opportunity is there. So I'll just kind of go until the Earth Elemental's done here, and then we'll... And I did cheat a few times, guys. I've been using Fire Nova a little bit, not because I wanted to make the meters look better or anything. It's strictly just out of habit. And I'll kind of go over the damage from the meters in a second here. I'm just gonna wait for all my dots to die off and whatnot. Alright. So the thing about Enhance is they're not really insanely good single target. They do have really good burst, but they don't really hold the damage by themselves. So we'll go over the damage here a little bit. You can see Lava Lash is top by far, and that's why that's always going to be your priority after Lightning Bolt. The reason you want to do Lightning Bolt above Lava Lash is because Lightning Bolt is only usable when you have your stacks of Maelstrom, and you really don't want to waste any of that. So if you have to waste like half a second on the global cooldown, it's worth it to get that Lightning Bolt in before you do the Lava Lash. Other than that, you can see Fire Nova didn't really do a whole lot of damage, so my little cheating didn't really affect the meters that much. And kind of scroll down a little bit here, and you see the other damages. And that's gonna pretty much be it for this enhancement guide. If I missed anything, make sure you leave a comment. Otherwise, if you kind of like how I went over it, make sure you leave a like, and you could also comment on that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.